Hi everyone, welcome back to this series on project tools, and this one in particular is for stakeholder management tools. If you remember, we are working through a project using these tools just so we can see how they operate in the real world, and they're all from the PMBOK guide as well, so it's essential to know for your exam. Very, very handy. We're looking at a project called Pet Buddy, and we're working with these stakeholders from the business or from the Pet Buddy business. And we've got our project team who is going to help make the Pet Buddy app a reality based on the business case and the project charter from the business owner, Samantha. So let's get straight into these tools for stakeholders. There are 6 wonderful tools, very, very handy to use. And the first one we're going to use is our organizational breakdown structure, or just an organizational chart, sometimes it's called. This is from the business, from the Pet Buddy business. And as you can see, we've got Samantha, who's the business owner, at the top here. Now, the reason why we use this is so we can figure out all of the stakeholders and find those stakeholders within the business that we're working. So we've got customer service manager, marketing managers, operations managers, and IT support. Whenever we're starting a new project, we always want to check the organizational chart just so we know we're engaging the right stakeholders and finding the right stakeholders. Now, when we've got the stakeholders that we need and we're forming a project team, we're going to use a resource breakdown structure, or RBS. So these are the resources within our project. Or it could be a project organizational chart, we could call it as well. So again, Samantha is going to be our project sponsor. She's the business owner. But now we have our project team with Billy, our project manager, our business analysts, and our developers, and our testers who are going to help create this Pet Buddy mobile app. You could also do this in a spreadsheet if you wanted, but this is just a nice way to see it all decomposed in a proper breakdown structure. Once we've captured all the people that we want to work with, and even the people in our project team, we're going to put everyone we need in our Stakeholder Register. And we're going to do this. If you get questions when you're taking your PMP exam, always we can find stakeholders in the Stakeholder Register, and we always want to update the Stakeholder Register if we get new stakeholders too. So we put their name, their role, and then the responsibility. For example, the owner, Samantha, is going to be our project sponsor, providing the resources, the funding, and helps remove any escalated issues that we can't remove ourselves. Then we've got people in operations and marketing, and we can put the details for how they're going to help us on the project. So do they have a responsibility on the project or not? Let's put that here. We can also put their stakeholder influence and impact. So do they have an influence over the project? And is our project having a high impact on their area or on their daily work? So usually we rate these from 1 to 10. There's a few different ways to classify your stakeholders, but impact and influence is my favorite. And this is how it looks if we were putting that together on a stakeholder matrix or a stakeholder map. So as you can see, Samantha again is our business owner or our project sponsor. So the impact is quite high of the change, but also her level of influence is extremely high because she controls the resources and the funding. So we really want to collaborate with Samantha. If it's a high level of influence but a low impact from the project, then we can just maintain communication. If it's a high impact, like our front level staff here who are looking after the pets, but they may not have a high influence over our project, then we're going to impact them quite a lot. We need to keep them informed over here. And if it's low influence and low impact, then we just need to monitor them as they go along and as the project goes along. That's our stakeholder map. Now, there is another way to do it, and that's our Salience Chart. That just ranks people by their power, their legitimacy, and the urgency of us getting the information to them. So again, if it has all 3, they are a definitive stakeholder that we really need to engage a lot. But legitimacy, so how legitimate is their involvement in our project, and how much power do they have over the project, and how urgent is it that we get that information to them again. So a lot of different areas we can put. This is also called a 3D chart because there's 3 areas, or a cube matrix. But you can show it as a Venn diagram here, which is another way. That is our Salience Chart. Now, the last one, as we're going along on our project, we're going to need to figure out how engaged our stakeholders are. And what we've got here is C for the current state of engagement, and D for their desired state of engagement. And what we do with our stakeholder engagement matrix, we have unaware, resistant, neutral, supportive, and leading. Ideally, we want our team members to be supportive or leading, unless they're not really involved in the project, and then they can just be neutral. But let's say Sophie over here in marketing is unaware currently of our project at all. But we actually need her to be leading the project because we need her marketing input and we need her help with marketing the app once it's created. Same with Lucas. He, from operations, he is currently neutral, but we really need him to be supportive. And Samantha is supportive. She's doing okay, but we need her to be leading the charge. So when this happens, we just want to engage more, communicate more, make sure we're getting the right information and also providing the right information to these stakeholders to improve that engagement. And those are all the stakeholder tools that you're going to come across in the PMBOK guide, as we've shown on our Pet Buddy journey. Of course, you can get these templates. The link is in the description below. If you are studying the PMBOK guide and studying for your PMP this year, I think it's the best thing that you can do with your time. It truly is a skill that will pay dividends for you in the future. I believe you're doing the right thing, and I know you can pass your PMP with the study that you're putting in every single day, working hard to achieve your goal. I truly believe in you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.